ask that you please rise, remove your caps, and join us as we honor America and those who serve to protect it with the playing of our national anthem.
And good evening, high school softball fans, and welcome to Alliance High School. Tonight, Big Time Sports bring you a regional semifinal softball game between the Akron-Hoban Knights, coming in at 19-8 against a 24-3 Dover Tornado team. It's dreary. It has been raining all day. It is raining now, but thank God we have a turf field here at Alliance High School. I want to thank the good people at Right Mark Roofing for taking care of this pregame show. Now there you get a shot of where Smoochie and I are sitting underneath the Big Time Sports tent, but like I told you, it's damp, it's dreary, but we are gonna play ball. Our keys to the game tonight, let's take a look at them. From the Buckeye Career Center, guys, our keys to the game. For the Hoban Knights, they got to get runners on the bases and apply pressure to this tough 24-3 Tornado team. For the Dover Tornadoes, they got to score early and let their pitchers work their magic. They got two pitchers, as you well know, who can dominate you anytime they get in the circle. The Buckeye Career Center keys to the game. Let's take a look now at our Dover Tornado starting lineup. At shortstop will be number 4, Jenna Malk. Olivia McHugh will be at second base. Allie Hupp in right field. Avery Catini at third base. Charlie Reach in center field. At first base, Susie Peltz. The DP will be Ariana Immel. Behind the plate, we have Maddie Banham. In left field, Madeline Faulkner. And in the circle tonight, one of the best in the state of Ohio, Kara Lint. So let's see what happens now. Let's see what happens now as Jenna Malk will step in. There's a nice shot of a nice young lady and a great high school athlete. How about the good guys at Wendy's? Wendy's is going to take care of sponsoring our first pitch. So here we go. The pitcher tonight, Olivia Havanas, is going to throw a first pitch strike to lead off hitter Jenna Malk. Jenna Malk having another great season for the Dover Tornadoes, not only at the plate, but in the circle. Here's the second pitch. Swing and a miss by Jenna Malk. Count now 0-2. So Havanas way out in front of Jenna Malk. Thanks to the good guys at the Pizza Oven for taking care of our scoreboard. Before or after the game, it's Pizza Oven. Next pitch. There's a ground ball to shortstop. Should be an out. Gets her. So Jenna Malk grounds out 6-3 to start the contest. Let's take a look at that again. Nothing tough about this one. This will go right at the shortstop. Well, we're back now to, there it is. You want to get it over to first base for the out. So with one out now, stepping in is Olivia McCune. McCune takes a swing and a miss for strike one against Havanas. There you see a good shot of Olivia Havanas of Akron Hoban. Hoban coming in at 19-8 against the 24-3 Tornadoes. Swing and a miss, another swing and a miss. Wow, what does this girl have in the circle for Hoban? There's another shot of the lady in charge for the Hoban Knights, McHugh. How you can take a called third strike with a 2-0 count, I'll never know. Wow. Here it is again. You call it on the Denison Yard replay. Right there it is. Called third strike. Out number 2. Stepping in now, Allie Hupp, the right fielder for Dover. Swing and a miss. Strike one. Havanas has been way ahead in facing the first 2 hitters as Allie Hupp hitting in the third spot. Swing. Wow. Nice pitch. Nice pitch right on the money. Couldn't ask for anything better. So with 2 outs, the count is 0-2 here in the top of the first. Ball 1, strike 2 now on Allie Hupp as she steps in again to face Olivia Havanas. Havanas will ring it. Swing and a miss. Wow, nothing exciting there. Tornadoes go down 1, 2, 3 in the top of the first inning. So while we got a chance now, we'll talk a little bit about the Hoban Knights that these Tornadoes are crossing swords with today. And of course, Wayne Garage Door taking care of business here on a Big Time Sports. Remember this, we are real television at Big Time Sports. When you watch our games, you're going to get the whole picture. If you want a glimpse, if you just want a glimpse of the game, then go to somebody else. But if you want the whole picture, we are real television at Big Time Sports. There you see the warm-up. It'll be Kara Lint giving the ball now for the Tornadoes. This young lady, one of the best here in northeastern Ohio. So here's the Akron Hoban lineup. The leadoff hitter will be the second baseman, Kyla Rankin. The shortstop at number 2, Savannah Regan. In left field, Madison Shanigo. At third base, Adeline Hershey. In center field, Ellie Wagon. At first base will be Gracelyn Schultz. In right field, Sophia Nielsen, the catcher. Navia Peters in the circle, as you just saw, Olivia Havanas. So we've played 1/2 inning here from Alliance High School. Get ready now for the Hoban Knights to step in the bottom of the first. So I think she'll get one more warm-up pitch. Then we'll get it down to second base, throw it around the horn, and get things going here in the bottom of the first inning. Big Time Sports bringing you Big Time High School Softball. The winner of this game will play the winner of Bishop Hartley and Bloom Carroll. Now, that game will be played Friday at 5 p.m. Repeat, Friday at 5 p.m. at Pickerington North High School. And the Big Time Sports guys have been to Pickerington North about 300 times now over the last 10 years. Kyla Rankin, the second baseman, will step in now for Hoban. There's a called strike on the first pitch from Kara Lint. There's a nice shot of Kara Lint. You know, with all this rain, with all this drizzle, I'm wondering how slick that softball gets in the hands of a pitcher. Swing and a miss by Rankin. So Lint now way out in front, a 2-0 count now to the leadoff hitter for the Hoban Knights. Swing and a miss. Well, Smoochie, do what you're going to do quite often this game, and that is put a K in the book for Carolyn. Here's that last pitch. Calling it home on the Dennison Yard replay right in there. Boom. Can't find it. We've got Savannah Regan now, the shortstop. Swing and a miss by Regan. Akron Hoban, coached by Kevin Young. We know Kevin from his days at Hoover High School. Coach Kevin Young of Hoban was an assistant at Hoover for 10 years or so. And of course, we do a lot of games up in the Federal League, so we know Hoover. The count 1-1. Uh-oh, a nipper. But it's a strike, so 1-2 now on our hitter. Manny Banham is the catcher behind the plate for the Tornadoes. Uh-oh. Ring it up. That's 2 of them, baby. That's 2 Ks for Carolyn. Here it is again. I'm going to let you again call it at home. Oh, how can you pass that up? That was a dandy. Wow, I would have jumped on that pitch. Madison Shanigo, the left fielder now with 2 outs. Swing and a miss. Good pitch, good swing, but can't connect. 2 outs. 0-1 is the count. We're at Alliance High School on the Big Time Sports Softball Network. Mellow Tones and Smoochie Jones here tonight in the broadcast booth. That one is high and outside to even the count at 1. Shinago steps in. Uh-oh. That one is high and away also. So the last 2 pitches by Lint have really missed the mark to make it 2-1 now. Madison Shanigo. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count, 2 outs. Swing and a miss. So that's going to even the count at 2-2. Now all Carolyn needs is a torch, a heater go in there for strike 3. Let's see what Carolyn brings now with the count even at 2. Here's the pitch. Uh-oh. Guess what? A swing and a miss, and Carolyn 1, 2, 3, about 3 Ks in the first inning. So we've got 1 in the books after 1. Check out the Wayne Garage Door scoreboard. All zeros right now. We'll be back to Alliance High School after you watch this.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Back to the Big Time Sports Softball Network. You get a shot there of what's happening here at Alliance High School after 1 complete inning of play. We got all zeros on the board. Stepping in to lead things off, third baseman for the Tornadoes, Avery Contini. And don't give her anything good or she'll park it into those trees in left field. She can hit. Contini. Ooh, that one is high and away back to the backstop by Olivia Havanas. Nevea Peters behind the plate today for the Hoban Knights. We, of course, are going to cheer for the Tornadoes, and we, of course, hope to be down there at Picktown Friday at 5 for the regional. That one is going to be out of play. That one went back out of play. That's going to make it 1-1 now. The count on Contini. In the on-deck circle, number 2, Charlie Reese. Yeah, that's a pop-up. Third baseman, shortstop. What do we got? Shortstop says, I got it. So the third baseman yields to the shortstop for the put-out. Watch it again. Compliments of the good guys at the Dennison Yard. This one is high in the air down the third baseline. But the shortstop says, hey, I'm going to take care of this one. And she does. So one out here. Top of the second, Charlie Reese. The center fielder will step in for Dover. That one is low. And outside a tad for ball 1. Olivia Havanas in the circle tonight for the Hoban Knights. Havanas brings it. Swing and a miss. Boy, I'll tell you what. Charlie Reese, a little bit late on that pitch. As she goes back now to the batter's box for the count even at 1. Oop. That's another one of those slippies. Now, we've seen several of those from both pitchers, so maybe I was right when I talked in the pregame about how wet is that ball when it leaves the pitcher's hands. Every once in a while, Smoochie, I get something right. Yeah? The last thing, darling, I got right was when I proposed to you, honey. No comment, Smoochie says. Here we go. Swing and a miss by Charlie Reese. That's going to even a count at 2. Charlie Reese, the center fielder for the Tornadoes, will step in now with the 2-2 count. One out here, top of the second from Alliance High School. That one is in the dirt. I should say in the turf for ball 3. So we got a full count now. No base runners so far. A whole lot of strikeouts so far in the ball game. Matter of fact, 5. 2 by Hoban, 3 by Dover. Charlie Reese. Charlie Reese makes a big turn at first base, but will get back now. So Charlie Reese with a nice line drive to left field. First hit of the ball game. Watch it again as Charlie Reese will bring it right towards the left field. And a hit now for the Tornadoes. And Susie Peltz, the first baseman, will step in. Susie from the left side of the plate with a runner at first base and 1 out. Here we go. And here again with that ball being wet. With that ball being wet, I wouldn't be afraid to send her down to second base. I'd send her this pitch. Havanas will bring it. Swing and a miss. Safe. She's safe, what'd I tell you, huh? What did I tell you, Smoochie? If I tell you Santa Claus is coming, you better start whistling jingle bells. Check it out. A lot of action here on the Big Time Sports camera. Watch this throw down. The great throw to the second baseman, but he was in it just in time. So runner at second base in scoring position. 1 out for the first baseman, Peltz, to bang her home. Here we go. Swing and a miss by Susie Peltz. Now, no doubt, sports fans, if that ball gets wild again out of the hands of Havanas, Reese will be on her horse, headed to third base. Here's the pitch. Well, again, let's watch this pitch. This time the Hoban catcher framed the pitch into the strike zone. That was outside for a ball. So here we go, 2 outs. Runner at second base. Ariana Immel, the DP, will step in. That one is high and outside for ball 1. So Reese now at second base. She's got to be on her horse because anything that gets by the catcher, she's got to get down to third base. There's another one. High and away for ball 2. So 2-0 the count now on the DP, Ariana Emmel. Swing and a miss. Nice cut by Emmel. Couldn't connect though. First strike. So ball 2, strike 1 on Ariana Emmel. Good shot of the Hoban Knight pitcher, Olivia Havanas, with a pitch. See ya later. Oh no, she got it in deep right center field. Wow, I thought that one was gone, baby. Yeah, check this out on the Mount Hope Fence defense, baby, and here we go. Check this out. This is something you won't see with the other guys. This is what you call instant replay on television. Look at the center fielder, gets it on the warning track. So Emmel close, but no cigar, 3 outs. We'll be back with more after you watch this.
Searching for the quality of a nationally recognized Medicare Advantage plan, but seeking the personalized care and service of a local, familiar face? Primetime Health Plan is a top-performing plan with competitive benefits available right here in your community. Whether you call or meet us in person, our local team will be there to help you find quality coverage and care close to home. Call us today or visit us online at www.pthp.com to learn about our 2024 plans.
Welcome back to a cold, wet, dreary Alliance High School, but we are playing regional baseball here between the Akron Hoban Knights and the Dover Tornadoes. Leading things off in the bottom of the second will be Adeline Hirsch, the third baseman for the Knights. Adeline Hirstich against Kara Lent. Yeah, ain't that the truth? All right, so Hirstich steps in with a 0-1 count. Here against Kara Lent. You can find Hirstich down at third base for the Knights. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 0-2 the count now. Coach Kevin Yun down at third base says, hey, come on, think about it there at the plate. The 0-2 pitch by Lent. Will this be strikeout 4? That's a ball. That one was high and outside on Hirstich. 1 hit in the ball game so far. That by the Tornadoes. Swing and a miss. Yeah, that's strikeout number 4 for Kara Lent. 4 batters up, 4 batters striking out. Here's the pitch. Well, that was a nice one, but couldn't connect. Stepping in now will be Ellie Wiegand. Wiegand, swing and a miss. Ellie Wiegand, the center fielder for the Knights. Bottom of the second inning on the Big Time Sports Softball Network. Scoreboard compliments of the Wayne Garage Door. Winner of this one will head south to Pickerington for a Friday 5 p.m. game at Pickerington North. Here's the pitch. That one's outside. Got to make it 1-2 now on Ellie Wagan. Bloom Carroll or Bishop Hartley await the winner of this one. Yeah, there's another one high and outside. That's going to even the count at 2 now on our hitter. The Tornadoes 24-3 coming into this contest. Lent. Oh, that one's going to miss, and that's going to make it a full count. So no base runners yet for Hoban, and I say yet. We got a full count now, so Kara Linton has got to bring a strike and let the ump ring it up. Here we go. Wagon steps back in, full count. Bottom of the second, 1 out. Swing and a miss. Uh-oh. Smooch. How many in a row is that? That's 5 in a row for Kara Linton. Here we go. Boom, baby. 5 strikeouts in a row as we see Gracelyn Schultz, the first baseman, step in. Well, that one just misses. I see Coach Tommy Spidell of the Strasburg Tigers just on the other side of the left field fence. He's going to catch a home run ball down there. And hopefully it'll be a Tornado home run ball. Coach Spidell with a day off coming to take in and support the Dover Tornadoes. So the count now 1-1. On our hitter, we've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Another swing and a miss, and she needs 1 more strike to make it 6 in a row. Kara Lint will check with Maddie Banham behind the plate on the 1-2 pitch. Here we go. Ooh, that one is another one of those high and away pitches that we've seen from Kara. This young lady has already signed with Ohio University, and she's got 1 more year of high school ball. Swing and a miss. All right, so Smoochie, what I tell you before the game started, 6 Ks in a row for Kara Lint. So we've got 2 of them in the books. It's still raining and a little bit damp here at Hoban High School. We're going to step back. We're going to catch our breaths. We'll be back with Dover Tornado Softball after you watch this.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day is different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem. Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.
And welcome back to Alliance High School, Dover, in a regional tournament play against the Hoban Knights of Akron. And leading things off for Dover will be the catcher, Maddie Batten. Top of the 3rd inning on the Big Time Sports Softball Network. Here we go. Havanas. A swing and a miss by Maddie Batten. Maddie Batten, the Dover catcher, stepping in to lead things off here in the top of the 3rd. Well, there's a foul tipped off the screen. So it's 0-2 now. So with an 0-2 count, Olivia Jimenez can experiment a little bit if she wants with this hitter. Going to bend over and get a little rosin on her fingers there to help with that wet ball in this rain. Here we go. Wow, that one is in the turf for a ball. 1-2 now to Maddie Batten. Bantam is ready in the box. Havana's will crank it. Oh, an off-speed pitch gets Bantam. And I think Bantam just told Madeline off speed, and here it comes. Watch, nice pitch. Nice pitch, had her fooled. So stepping in, the left fielder, Madeline Faulkner. So Faulkner will step out. We'll look at Hannah Duff down at third base in the coach's box. And we'll step back in now with one out, top of inning 3. That one is high and away on the first pitch. I want to give a special shout out to Avery Contini's grandmother. Avery, as you know, is at third base for Dover. Her grandmother, Carla Smith, is watching from Vandalia, Ohio. So we want to say hi to Grandma Carla Smith. And I know she's down in Vandalia cheering for Avery Contini. So, Carla, keep watching, my friend. Here we go. Swing and a miss by Faulkner is going to make it 1-2 now. We've got one out here. Top of the third inning. No score and only one hit so far in the ball game. A swing and a miss, another strikeout for Havanas. Here it is. There's the pitch. Swing and a miss on a high hardwood. Stepping in now with 2 outs will be the leadoff hitter for Dover. Check it out. This is Jenna Malk at the plate. Wouldn't it be neat, Smoochie, if Jenna got a hold of one? All right, so 2 outs. Ooh, a swing and a miss. What a cut by Malk. Good pitch by Olivia Havanas. The Dover shortstop awaits the next pitch with an 0-1 count now. That one is in the dirt for a ball, so that's going to even the count at 1. Big Time Sports, bringing you Big Time High School Softball. We are the whole picture. We are actually television. We are not Hobby Lobby. There's the pitch. Uh-oh, that one is high. Is it going to be playable? No, it is not. It's going back out of play to make the count 1-2 now on Malk. So Jenna will step back in against Havanas. Havanas doing a great job so far against these Tornadoes. Another high pop-up. Where's that one gone? That one is out of play. So Malk battling Havanas here with a 1-2 count and 2 outs in. And on deck, Olivia McHugh for the Tornadoes. Malk making sure she gets a good grip on that bat. She'll step in now with a 1-2 count as Havanas will bring it. That one is low and back to the screen to even the count at 2. So she tried to take something off of that pitch. And something didn't go right as the pitch bounced back to the screen to even the count at 2. The Hoban Knights, 19-8 on the season. Having a good year under Coach Kevin Young in his 3rd year at Hoban. There's a foul ball back to the screen. Jenna couldn't quite get the whole thing. So let's start over again with the count still at 2-2 now. A lot of people around the outfield fence. Umbrellas up, of course. We have the Big Time Sports tent here tonight, so Smoochie and I and Marie Contini are keeping dry here at the game. Uh-oh, that one's high. Uh-oh, we got a full count. So what are they going to do now? Are they going to give? Uh-oh, so right now Jenna should be thinking. Jenna should be looking for something right down the middle. Because with a full count, That's where she's going to throw it, right down the middle. So let's watch and see if old Mellow Tones knows what he's talking about here on this pitch. Jenna. Wow, that's ball 4. Here it is again, and that one is way outside now. So we got a base runner in Jenna Malk with 2 outs, and second baseman Olivia McHugh at the plate. So Jenna Malk, she's got good wheels on her, so she can run. Olivia McHugh with 2 outs. So that pitch high and outside for ball 1 to McHugh. That one safe. No, absolutely not. Watch the replay. That tag was way late. She was safe at second base. Watch the replay. Unbelievable. Watch it again. Here she comes. Watch it, watch it. Hand tag. She tagged her on the shoulder, and her fingers are on the bag. Another bad call down there at second base. And I'm not ashamed to admit it either. Wow, unbelievable. Unbelievable that in regional tournament play, you get calls like that. All right, I'm going to cool down here just a little bit and take you to the Big Time Sports Fan Camp. Compliments of the good people at, wait a minute, you'll see it in a minute. It's coming. Yes, I know who it is. It's the Dover Dental Group. It's Dr. Sean Moan and his staff at Dover Dental, located at 129 West 2nd Street in Dover. Many, many thanks to the Dover Dental Group for taking care of our fan cam. Wow, I'm still upset at that call. Wow. Yeah, check this out. Smooch, check that out, Smooch. This is the best seat in the house today. Look at that nice little covered cocoon that they're in down there. That's pretty cool, isn't it? The best seat in the house on the Dover Dental Group fan cam. So leading off now for the Hoban Knights will be Sophia Nielsen, the right fielder. Nielsen will step in now against Kara Lint, who has fanned 6 in a row here to start the ball game. Wow, I am still mad at that call at second base. I got to get over that. Here we go. Swing and a miss by Sophia Nielsen on the first pitch from Lint. Another swing and a miss. So the count now 0-2 on the leadoff hitter here. In the bottom of the third. Lint with an 0-2 pitch. Well, how about 7 in a row now for Lint? Here's the replay. Compliments of the Denison Yard. Nice pitch by Lint. That'll bring up Nevaeh Peters, the catcher. So the catcher steps in against Kara Lint here in the bottom of the third. She's going to ring up that first pitch as a strike to make it 0-1 now on the catcher. That one is low for a ball, and we'll even the count now at 1. Swing and a miss by Peters to make it a 1-ball, 2-strike count now. There's another swing and a miss, and what's that, Smooch? 8 in a row, is that right? So 8 in a row now for the young lady in the circle from Dover. Here comes the Dennison Yard replay. There's a strike 3 count as we see now the Hoban pitcher stepping in, Olivia Havanas. Uh-oh, Smooch. That's not Havanas. All right, Olivia Havanas at the plate. First pitch, a called strike, 0-1 now. On the Hoban pitcher with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning.
Way up, way up.
Swing and a miss. 0-2 now. On the hitter, Kara Lint checking with Maddie Banham behind the plate. What do we want to throw here on this pitch? Wow, looked good from here. That looked like strike 3, but it's ball 1. 1-2 the count. That one misses. That one is high for ball 2. Count now is even at 2-2. Swing and a miss. 9 Ks in a row. 9 Ks in a row for Kara Lint. So guess what? We're going to step back, take a quick break. When we come back, it's more Big Time Softball on the Big Time Sports.
Ready for adventure? The 2025 Chevrolet Equinox is here. With its sleek design, advanced safety features, and spacious interior, the Equinox is built for your next journey. It combines performance with efficiency. Find yours at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Locally trusted, family-owned, and dedicated to your driving needs, Ferris Chevrolet Toyota makes finding your dream car easy.
And welcome back to Alliance High School. The Big Time Sports guys are bringing you Big Time Softball tonight in regional play between the Dover Tornadoes and the Hoban Knights. The scoreboard, I'll tell you what, it says 0-0, only 1 hit so far in the contest. And that by Dover, as Dover leads things off now here in the top of the 4th. Olivia McHugh, who was at the plate when the bad call was made at second. That one on the corner for strike 1. That one is outside to even the count at 1. Olivia McHugh, the sophomore, second baseman tonight for the Tornadoes. That one is outside and low. We're going to make it 2-1 now on McHugh. As she steps back in and gets adjusted now, waiting for the Havanas pitch with a 2-1 count. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Get back, get back. Go, go, go. Wow. Check it out now. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it right now on the Big Blast, baby. It's the Simpson Salute Heating and Cooling Big Blast. Second baseman, Olivia McHugh. Watch it again on the Simpson Big Blast, baby. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Left field, watch it. Over the fence it go. I mean, it is deep, too. There was no... Wow, that cleared both fences. There's another fence back there, and that cleared... She gets 2 runs for that one, huh? Since she cleared both fences? I'm going to have to check with Chloe Bird on that one. Wow, so a lot of excitement here. We got a 1-zip ball game with the McHugh four-bagger to light things up. Allie Hupp steps in with nobody out, 1 run in. That one is in the turf to Allie Hupp. Allie Hupp, the right fielder. A lot of excitement. The Simpson Heating and Cooling Big Blast. Compliments of Olivia McHugh. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Allie Hupp. Dover now with 2 hits on the contest, 1 run on the board. That one is going to be fouled back off the screen. Wow, and the wind is starting to blow, and guess what? Even though we have a tent, we are starting to get wetter and wetter. The 2-1 pitch to Allie Hupp. Swinging a foul back off the screen. On deck for the Tornadoes, third baseman Avery Contini. 2-2 the count now. Nobody out. The Big Blast, the Simpson Heating and Cooling Big Blast by Olivia McHugh. Another foul tip, so she's up there battling Allie Hupp. Two-two pitch. Swing and a miss. Another strikeout for Olivia Havanas. Nice pitch. Here's a nice pitch by Havanas. Can't get it. Contini will step in. Contini's got a big bat. Don't give her anything good to hit. She'll send it. Here we go. So we got 1 out. Here we got a 1-run ball game in favor of the Tornadoes. Called strike on Contini. On deck, center fielder Charlie Reese. Ooh, 0-2 now on Contini. So Havana's way out in front now on the hitter. Hoban. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That's a double. That's a double. That's a double. A stand-up double. Avery Contini, baby, with a big rep off the left center field fence for a stand-up double. Check it out. Here it is again. Compliments of the Dennison Yard. Boom, baby. There it goes. Left center field, 1 bounce against the fence at Avery Contini with a stand-up double. So with only 1 out here in the top of the 4th inning, Tornadoes now with 2 hits in the inning, 3 total for the ball game. Charlie Reese, the center fielder. Okay. So Charlie Reese will step in. She got a hit her first time up against Havanas. Wow, don't know about that one. Man, the consistency, that strike zone is all over the place tonight. I mean, for both teams. 0-1, the count. One out here, swing and a miss by Reese, and again an 0-2 count on the tornado hitter. One out, we got runners at second base. Avery continuing with the double. Here's a pitch by Havanas. Oh, how can you take a strike three? You can't take a pitch like that. Wow. All right, so here we go. It's a strike three. Oh, you kidding me? That was 6 inches. That wasn't even close. Unbelievable. Peltz out of play. Oh, and 1 the count on Susie Peltz. Oh, good pickup by the catcher. She don't block that one. Continue standing out at third base. So we've got 2 outs here in the 4th inning. 2 big hits for the Tornadoes. One, of course, a solo blast by Olivia McHugh. That one is high. That one is high. For a ball, that'll make it 2-1 now on Susie Peltz. Ariana Immel on deck for Dover. That one is high and away. That'll make it a 3-1 count now on Peltz. Three and 1 on Susie Peltz. Continue at second. That one is low for, that one is ball. Here it is again now. This one is over the corner of the plate, but it's just a tad low for ball 4. So 2 on, 2 outs. Stepping in now, Ariana Immo, the DP. 2 on, 2 outs. Immo at the plate. A hit means a run. That one is high for a ball. So Havanas with a tough 4th inning here. Giving up 2 hits, a homer, and a walk to the Tornadoes. Uh-oh, that one is high. Is that one in play? That one is out of play. The Dover catcher, Maddie Banton, will be in the on-deck circle. So the umpire says, hey, do we have any spare balls around here? I'm out of balls in my bag. So we're back with Havanas in the circle now with a 1-1 count. 2 outs, 2 on. Dover beating the drum with the big blast by Olivia McHugh. Here's the pitch. That one, that one wasn't even close for ball 2. So 2-1 now is the count. That one is outside. So the count now 3-1. So Havanas, if he doesn't throw a strike on this one, gonna load him up for Maddie Banton. Big pitch here by Havanas. What's she gonna bring? She's gonna bring ball 4 with another high, hard one to load him up. So 2 outs with the bases loaded. Here's that last pitch. Compliments of the Denison Yard. So with the bases loaded, Maddie Bantam will step in. Maddie, the Dover catcher. Wouldn't it be nice if Maddie would poke one out there into left center field? 2 outs. Let's see what happens on the Big Time Sports. Ooh, Maddie, come on. Strike 1, the call. What do we got? All right, so the Hoban coach now will go out to the mound to talk to his pitcher. Oh, he's not. He's going to go out and talk to the base umpire. This umpire he's talking to, of course, is the one with the bad call at second base on the steal. So we don't know what they were talking about. But we are back to action now with a 1-0 count. Ooh, a ball, huh? Wow, they got ball on the scoreboard. I thought he rang it up. I thought she rang it up as a strike. So 1-0 the count now with 2 outs. Bases loaded. Bantam now at the plate against Havanas. Uh-oh, is that one? No, that one is foul. Wow, I wouldn't. All right, so long foul ball by Maddie Bantam will make the count 1-1 now. So let me set the stage a little bit. We got the bases loaded. We got 2 outs. Wow, got a piece of that one. So she's hanging tough. 1-2 now, the count on Bantam. Madeline Faulkner on deck for the Tornadoes. Dover with a 1-zip lead on the solo homer by Olivia McHugh, which, by the way, cleared both fences. Swing and a miss. Wow, bases loaded. So Dover strands 3. Dover strands 3 on the base pass, but they get 1. So the box score 1-3-0 for the Tornadoes. Still zeros for Hoban. We'll be back after this timeout.
Other guy's insurance, you got Kyle.
Hey Kyle, it's Brenda. I was just reading through your proposal and I have a few questions.
When we drafted up your proposal, we really aimed right down the middle.
Sometimes wonder if your insurance agent true priority is more time on the golf course. At Hummel, we do insurance differently. Our expert advisors help you not only mitigate risk, but operate more efficiently, decrease employee turnover, and increase your bottom line.
We're back to Alliance High School as you watch Kara Lint warm up, taking her last couple warm-up pitches here as we enter the bottom of the 4th inning with a score Dover 1, Hoban 0. Dover get a solo homer by second baseman Olivia McHugh to make it a 1-zip contest. So far, Dover with 3 hits in the contest. And I think the only thing Hoban has produced is, well, Kara Lynch got 9 strikeouts. Yeah, 9 strikeouts in a row for Kara Lynch. Here we go. A called strike. Good pitch by Kara Lynch. Big, really big time softball on the Big Time Sports. The pitch by Lint. Strike 2 on the lead-off hitter, Kyla Rankin for the Hoban Knights. There's a shot of Miss Rankin at the plate now against Kara Lint. Foul ball above the Big Time Sports booth. Off the screen. The count now 0-2 to the hitter. So Kaya Rankin, the second baseman, will step back in against Lent, down 0-2 in the count. Will it be strike three? No, it won't. That was a low pitch. Good work by Maddie Bannum to get that one stopped. That'll make the count 1-2. That one is outside. That's going to even the count at 2. So Lent was ahead of the hitter with a 2-strike count. Now 2-2 on Rankin. There's a foul ball in front of the Dover dugout. Two pitch. Uh-oh, that's a foul tip off the umpire screen. So they'll trade balls on a 2-2 count. So bottom of the fourth inning, there's Kara Lent. They see a shot from our center field camera with the batter waiting. That one is low. Guess what? We got a full count. Kara Lent has pitched a perfect game so far. Hopefully, she'll get a strike on this pitch. Swing and a miss. Hopefully she does, and guess what? She does for another strikeout. And if you want to watch it again, here's another look. Here we go. Boy, the high hard one was in there for a strike. So one out now. Fourth inning, Savannah Reagan, the shortstop, at the plate against Lent. Uh-oh, there's a bunt try. And it goes foul down the first baseline. So what are you thinking? If we can't hit her, let's play small ball and see what we got. So the bunt is unsuccessful. That'll make it an 0-1 count now on the hitter. That one gets past Maddie Bannum. That'll even the count now at 1 on Savannah Reagan. Lent will bring it to Bannum on the 1-1 count. There's a strike by Kara Lent to make it a 1-2 count now on the Reagan. Dover with 3 hits in the contest. 1 run on the board, compliments of a solo blast by McHugh. Uh-oh, that one is fouled down the right side, out of play to make it a 1-2 count. So Savannah Reagan, the shortstop, in there battling Kara Lent. That one is high and away for ball 2. Big time sports. We are busy at our corporate office working on, believe it or not, high school football schedules. It'll be here before you know it. Swing and a miss. All right, Smoot, so we got 2 outs, so that means what? 3, 9, that means 11 in a row for Carolent. Here it is again, compliments of the Denison Yard replay. Madison Shanago stepping in with 2 outs. Oh, that's a beauty, right down the middle. Strike 1 called on Shanago with 2 outs here in the 4th. Boy, what an ugly day for any sport, let alone softball. Yeah, but it looks good on television at home, don't it? Yes, it does. It always looks good on the big-time sports. So the 0-2 count, Lent in charge, way out in front of the hitter. Shanago awaits the 0-2 pitch. There's another one of those high, hard ones that is too high and too hard. 1-2 the count now. Lent looking for 12. Gets 12. How about it? Hey, that's 12 Ks in a row. Wow. 12 strikeouts in a row. Wow. How about it? We'll be back with more after you watch this.
Introducing Mount Hope Fence. Elevate your outdoors with our premier fences, beautiful pergolas, and captivating decks. We're your local experts on outdoor transformations, security, style, and serenity. We have it all. Let us bring your outdoor dreams to life. Mount Hope Fence, your space, your sanctuary. 7102 County Highway 77 in Millersburg and 644 Killian Road in Akron. Mount Hope Fence. We have the inside on the outdoors.
We're back to Alliance High School, the big time sports guys, bringing you real television. We got replays, we got close-ups, we got fan cams. We have all of the television you need for a sporting event. If you just want a glimpse, go watch it somewhere else. Madeline Faulkner will step in to lead things off now. On top of inning number 5, here's the Wendy's. First pitch, compliments of Wendy's. Great burgers, great Frosties, you name it, good food at Wendy's. Wendy's of Tuscarawas County bringing you our first pitch. Ball 1 to Madeline Faulkner to start things off here in inning number 5. Faulkner with a foul ball down the first baseline, little dribbler. So back to the box now, count 1-1. On deck is America's favorite shortstop, number 4, Jenna Malk. Faulkner, 1-1 now. Olivia Havanas has only given up 3 hits to the Tornadoes, but one of them, boom, baby, into the trees by Olivia McHugh to put Dover on the board. 2-1 to the Tornado left fielder, Madeline Faulkner. What's that doing? That's going to go down the right field side. Can't see it. Out of play, I think. It is out of play. So Faulkner will step back in with a count Evie Stevie at 2. Faulkner with a pop-up. Should be an out. Shortstop is going to call for it and make the put out. So the put out by Savannah Regan for out. Number 1 here in inning number 5. Watch it again. Nothing tough about this one. Little popper into the infield for out number 1. Jennifer Malk will stand in. And Jenna is about due to punch one. Malk will take a ball on the outside corner. Jenna Malk, you'll find her at shortstop for the Tornadoes tonight. As she steps back in with a count 1 ball and no strikes. Wow, I'll tell you what, you can find that one. You're not going to find that one. That's deep, deep, deep into the woods. So she was way out in front of that one, and here comes the rain. Wow. Here comes the rain. Now we got to get, I think, 5 complete innings in. Yes, that's correct. With the wind, with the wind. With the rain coming down heavier now, Hoban would have to bat in this inning, which would be 5 complete innings before you can record it as a game. Malk. That one is outside and low for ball 3. So 3-1 now to Jenna Malk. 3-1 the count. We've got 1 out here, top of inning number 5. Oh, that's not going to go. That's a long fly ball that should be caught. It is. Center fielder makes the put out. When it left her bat, I thought it was going to go, but it didn't. Fly ball to center field. She caught it on the end of the bat. So 2 outs now, and Olivia McHugh will step in. McHugh with a solo blast, her last trip to the plate. So McHugh now steps in with 2 outs in the top of the 5th. Swing and a miss by Olivia McHugh. Can she do it twice? That'd be nice. Let's wait and see. 0-1 the count to McHugh with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. Swing and a foul tip back to the screen by McHugh. We'll make it an 0-2 count now. Olivia steps back in now behind. That one is low for ball 1 to make it a 1-2 count now on the Dover second baseman. Olivia Havanas has given up only 3 hits so far for Hoban. That one is low and outside for ball 2. So the count now even at 2 on McHugh. Big time softball coming your way. Compliments of Big Time Sports. That one is high. Guess what? Now we got a full count. So Havanas was ahead on the hitter, but now we got a 3-2 count now with 2 outs. Hupp on deck for Dover. Well, that's a high pop-up. Where's that one gone to the first baseman? Oh, she dropped the ball. She dropped the ball. Wow, so an error. Wow, so she'll reach first base on an error on that pop-up. Here it is. Here's the pop-up going down the first base side. The first baseman and the second baseman trying to decide who's going to try it. Can't get a hold of it. So with 2 outs now, Dover with a runner on first base and Allie Hupp at the plate. Two outs. Allie Hupp, the right fielder. Dover with a runner at first base and Avery Contini on deck. Allie Hupp looking for the 1-0 pitch. Swing and a miss. Good pitch by Havanas to even things at 1. Foul ball. That is going to make it a 1-2 count now on a hitter. So what are you thinking? 1-2. Is the count, 2 outs. McHugh at first base. I'm going to send the runner. Here we go. That pitch is low for ball 2, so the count now even at 2-2. All right, how about that? So an error at second base. I'll tell you what, she bounced it right at the second baseman, but the second baseman can't get it. So another error. Here we go, watch it again on our replay. Does the ball hit the runner? No, it doesn't. We can't get it. Can't tell from here, but the second baseman scrambles and she gets in there just in time. So with 2 outs now, Dover with runners at first and a second. Here in inning number 5, and what a time. Who do we have, Smooch? Number 13 coming in to run. That's Abigail Yaki. So Yaki, the lead runner at second base. And what a good time for Avery Contini to step in with 2 teammates aboard. Wow. So Avery Contini will step in. Against Olivia Havanas. So in a jam again this inning. Inning number 4 was a big one for Dover. Here we are in inning number 5 with 2 outs and 2 on and a big stick at the plate. Avery Contini. Called strike on Contini. Havanas has got to be careful. The 0-1 pitch. That one is behind us. Way out in front of that one. 0-2 now on Avery Contini. Charlie Reese, the Dover center fielder, on deck. The winner will play at Pickerington North Friday afternoon at 5 p.m. Here's the pitch. 0-2 the count. That one is low for ball 1. 1-2 now the count on Contini. A hit could mean another Dover run. Let's see now what transpires with the count 1-2. Notice Havanas keeping that pitching hand under her shoulder. Uh-oh, that's going to drop. No, it is not. Wow, a good catch by the Hoban second baseman. Great play. by Kyra Rankin. Let's check it out now. Compliments of the Mount offense defense. This is Rankin at second base. If this drops, it means at least one on the Mount offense defense. There she goes. Good catch by the second baseman to retire the Tornadoes. All right, so with that, I want to thank Marty Miller at Miller Clothing and Shoes. From suits to work boots, if you want to look your best, try Miller Clothing and Shoes in downtown Dover. I'd also like to thank the good guys at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Not only are they faithful, longtime sponsors, but they are big, really big Dover Tornado fans. That's Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. Tom Ferris, Bill Ferris, and Pat Ferris on the wall base. So stop and see them soon. They got a huge selection of pre-owned units and a nice selection of used units at Ferris Chevrolet Toyota. What do we got, Smooch? We got Adeline Herstich, the third baseman, leading things off. And Smooch, now, correct me if I make a bad statement, but Kara Lint has struck out everybody she's faced so far. That's not too shabby, is it? Huh? So bottom inning number 5 now, with Kara Lint in charge, and I hope I don't jinx her, but she's pitching a real nice game so far, Kara Lint. I think the last time I saw her pitch, she pitched 5 perfect innings and got the hook. Huh? So that's how much faith you have between Malk and Lint, right? Here's the pitch. That one is high and away for ball 1 to Herstich. You can find this young lady down at second base for Hoban. That one is low for a ball. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and 1 strike now on the leadoff hitter for the Knights. Another nice shot of Kara Lint. Compliments of Brendan Tilka. Ooh. Yeah, you better ring that one up. 2-2 the count now. Foul ball is going to go out of play. So she will step back in against Kara Lint with the count even at 2. Uh-oh, we got a full count. Lint against Herstich, the leadoff hitter here in the bottom of the 5th inning for the Hoban Knights. Uh-oh, guess what? First base on balls in the ball game. Here in the bottom of inning number 5, that pitch misses by Lint. First base on balls issued by Lint in the contest, as Ellie Wiegand will step in with a teammate at first base and nobody out here in the bottom of the 5th. High and away by Lint. There's a bunt attempt. That's a strike. Got to make it 1-1 now on Ellie Wiegand. Wiegand, the center fielder for Hoban. looking to advance her teammate from first base. Here with nobody out. Another bunt attempt back to the screen. We'll make it a 1-2 count now on Ellie Wagon. The 1-2 pitch from Lind. Swing and a miss. Uh-oh, flow down to first base. Not in time, but let's take a look now from our center field fence on the swing and the big miss as Bantam fires down to first base. Skips it down there, but Peltz will bring it in. So we got one out now in Graceland Schultz. So it's a called third strike on the bunt attempt, but a pass ball sends a runner down to second base with only one out. So now Kara Lind has to be really bared down now with a runner in scoring position for the Knights. She wants to step back. She wants to think about it. She wants Kara Lind to think about it a little bit. So here we go. 0-1 pitch. Wow, I'm telling you what, we are getting a little bit. That ball gets behind the catcher. That runner will be down on the corner at third. 1-1 pitch now by Kara Lind. Well, you know I'm cheering for Dover, but that was a ball, and she called it a strike. But we will take it because we are Tornado fans. There's a pitch by Lind, 1-2. Uh-oh! First hit of the ball game, hit number 1 for Hoban. And how about that one? Watch this. This is the line drive right at Madeline Faulkner, the left fielder. Faulkner gets it back to the infield quickly now with runners at first and third on the corners with only one out. It's only a 1-zip contest, so a hit is going to tie it up here with Sophia Nielsen, the right fielder, coming to the plate. So with one out here in the bottom of the 5th inning, Hoban now with runners on the corners. Well, we think so. She's gone to the dugout. Jenna Malk. Talking to her fellow infielders. Okay, so here comes Kara Lind. Lind went to the dugout for something. Could it have been to wipe her new rosin bag? Okay. Got a new rosin bag now in the circle for Kara Lind. But the Tornadoes got to be on top of their game now with runners on the corners and only one out. Lind taking on Sophia Nielsen, the right fielder. There's the bunt. There's the bunt. Don't throw it. Keep it right there. A great bunt. A great bunt. That time is going to load them up here. Wow. Watch this bunt now by Nielsen. Can't ask for something better than that. Contini will come in and field the ball, but will not make a throw. So Lint now has to really take this on herself. She needs 2 strikeouts now to get out of this jam. Swing and a miss. Nevaeh Peters, the catcher. So Peters with teammates at first, second, and third now with only 1 out. Peters against Lint. Uh-oh. Wow, that got me wet. Wow, that got me wet. That came right at old Mellow Tones here. And it's a good thing there's a net here. But now I got rain all over my glasses. So if I make a bad call, imagine that. Ha ha. 0-2 the count on Peters. Ducks on the pond for the Knights. Swing and a miss. That's out number 2, so Lint needs 1 more. Let's look at this one from Kara Lint. Wow, she went after that one. So who do we have, Smooch? We have Olivia Havanas, the pitcher. She can help her cause here, certainly. Swing and a miss by Havanas. So with 2 outs and the bases loaded, Kara Lint needs to put everybody on her back and fire 2 more strikes. Havanas waits. Lint will bring it. One and 1 the count on the hitter. Shoot. Nice pitch. So 1 ball and 2 strikes now. 2 outs. Ducks on the pond for the Knights, and Kara Lint needs to get out of this jam. She's got the whole team on her shoulders with this pitch. There it is. Strike 3! Strike 3, baby! Ring it up, baby! Yeah! Wow, how about that one? I'm going to let you take a look at this one again. So call this one at home. Here it comes. Compliments of Kara Lint. There it is. Wow. Ring it up, baby. Ring it up. 5 innings in the books. Let's step back. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the top of the 6th after you watch this.
Welcome to PAC Oil Drilling, your local energy partner. Embrace the benefits of domestic oil production with us. We pride ourselves on safe and environmentally responsible practices, ensuring minimal impact on Ohio's beautiful landscape. Our dedicated team is committed to meeting energy demands while preserving nature's beauty. PAC Drilling is a big supporter of high school athletics and academics. We wish our athletes the very best on the field and in the classroom.
All right, we are in the top of the 6th inning here. The score still 1-0 in favor of Dover. 1-3-0 for the Tornadoes. 0-2-2 for the Knights. And stepping in, leading things off, center fielder Charlie Reese for the Tornadoes. That one is high for ball 1. Olivia Havanas in the circle for the Knights has done a nice job here this evening. Only 3 hits to Dover. Unfortunately, one of them was a solo blast by Olivia McHugh. The pitch. Swing and a miss by Charlie Reese to make the count 2-1. There you see the center fielder stepping back in now against Havanas. A 2-1 pitch. There's a foul ball. Well, Charlie wanted that one. She was way out in front of that pitch and fouled it off the screen to even the count at 2. So both these teams battling here to get to Pickerington on a Friday afternoon at 5. The 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss by Charlie Reese, an off-speed pitch. We've seen that off-speed pitch from Havanas. Here it is again. Watch it. Here it comes. Wow. Good pitch by Olivia Havanas. Peltz now will step in. Susie Peltz, the Tornado third baseman, with 1 out here. And a called strike from Havanas. That one is going to fall. So how about Susie Peltz, huh? Nice rep by Susie Peltz. So with 1 out and Peltz on first base, let's watch it again now. Compliments of the Denison yard. Hit it good into right center field in the DP. Ariana Immel will step in now for Dover. So 1 out, 1 on. That one is low. All right, so we're going to put a courtesy runner in the first base. Is that it? We don't know. We think so, and yes, we are. No, we're not. What are we doing? Yes, we do. We got a courtesy runner at first base for Susie Peltz. Sophie Bannum, number 3, Sophie Bannum, a freshman, will take first base now for Susie Peltz. So 1 out. Sophie Bannum at first base as the courtesy runner. Ariana Immel, the DP, with a 1-ball count. She flew out to center field and got a base on balls on previous trips. That one a called strike. She don't believe it. But Big Blue called it a strike. 1-1 the count. Runner at first base, 1 out. Uh-oh, dribbler down to third base. She's safe at second. She's safe at second, baby. Sophie Bannum. Wow, how about that? That's why you put the courtesy runner in the game. A slow ground ball to third base. Sophie Bannum was on her horse and gets to second base in time. So runners at first and second now and only 1 out. Maddie Bannum, the Dover catcher, will step in. Maddie looking for her first hit of the ball game. That one is low. Oh, now what is that? What? Boy, does that make me mad. Here's a replay. You call it. I'm not going to say a word. All right, so 2 outs now. Runner still at first base. Jeez. More discussion between the umpire on the field and the Hoban coach. Wow. 2 outs. Maddie Bantam at the plate. A 1-ball count. Wow. Wow, Dover. That one is low for ball 2 on Maddie Bantam. The 2-0 pitch. That one is high and away. That's ball 3 now, so 3-0 on Maddie Bantam. Runner at first, 2 outs. Top of the 6th inning. Havanas will bring it now to Bantam. All right, well, that's out number 3. So we played 5.5 innings here at Alliance High School. We'll be back with more after you watch this.
Unleash the champion in you at T County Boxing Academy. From beginners to seasoned pros, our classes are tailored for every age and skill level. Get ready to jab, hook, and cross your way to greatness with our expert trainers. Join a community where everyone is welcome to embrace the power within. It's not just a workout, it's a journey to a stronger, more confident you. T County Boxing Academy, where champions are made. Sign up now and step into the ring of endless possibilities.
Big Time Sports calling the Big Time Regional Contest tonight between the Tornadoes and the Hoban Knights. Kara Lint is going to be relieved by Jenna Malk here in the bottom of the 6th inning. So Kara Lint did a great job in her debut tonight. She gave up only 2 hits and had how many strikeouts? How many strikeouts? 15 strikeouts. 15 strikeouts by Kara Lint. Jenna Malk will relieve her now in the bottom of the 6th inning. So good job by Kara Lint. Dover still on top, 1-0 here. Dover with 1 run on 5 hits and no errors. And the Knights yet to play the run with only 2 hits and 2 errors. Well, let's see now if Jenna Malk can put the lid on these Hoban Knights now. Stepping in, Kyla Rankin. Rankin, the second baseman, stepping in. She's the leadoff hitter for the Hoban Knights. And we'll lead off here in the bottom of the 6th. 0-1 now, the count on the leadoff hitter against the new pitcher, Jenna Malk. Wow. Nice pitch by Malk. And we've seen this many times this season. Lint and Malk, Malk and Lint, back and forth, those 2 gals in the circle for Dover. Well, I don't know what was wrong with that one. That one was right in there. No doubt about that one. So now what do we got? Well, that's a big deal. That's the best call he's made all night. So 1-2 now on the hitter. Kyra Rankin at second base for the Hoban Knights steps in with the 1-2 count now on the count. Here we go. Foul ball off the screen. Bottom of the inning, number 6. Two real good softball teams in the Knights and the Tornadoes. 1-2 the count on Rankin. Malk in relief of Kara Linton, who had 15 Ks on the game. That one is low and goes to the backstop. That'll make it a 2-2 count now. All right, how about that one? Allie Hupp. Allie Hupp with a nice catch in right field for out number 1. Don't dilly-dally. Just watch Allie on this one. Yes, that is the first out that was not a strikeout by Dover. How about that? Everything else has been a strikeout. A chopper down to Peltz. Peltz will touch the bag for out number 2 here in the bottom of inning number 6. Here it is. Big chopper down to Susie Peltz. Madison Shanigo will step in. Shanigo. The Knight left fielder, wow, goes for one and misses for strike number 1. So we've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning for the right to go to Picktown on Friday. 0-2 the count now. 2 outs. Jenna Malk looking to slam the door on the Knights. She waits for the pitch. Malk will bring it. Has a foul ball to the left side. So the count will remain 0-2 now on Shanigo. Jenna Malk. Ooh, that one is low. And in the turf, back to the screen now. We're going to change balls with a count 1-2 now on our hitter. There you see her step back in the box, awaiting a pitch from Jenna Malk. Another strike will mean out number 3 here. That one is foul ball over near the Big Time Sports broadcast booth. Don't know what that was about. 2-2 the count. Well, the umpire telling somebody over in the dugout Watch what you're doing over there. So here we go, the 2-2 count with 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th, Malk will bring it. There's a foul ball again off the screen, so a battle between pitcher and catcher here with 2 outs. Bantam will bring it back now to Jenna Malk. That one misses by Malk. That'll make it a full count now. So the home plate umpire does not ask for help. Wow. Malk with a full count now. 2 outs. Bottom of the 6th inning, we got a nail biter here, a 1-zip contest. Here's a pitch. All right, runner at first base now with 2 outs, and here's a pitch. It is a low and in the turf pitch. That goes back to the screen. That'll bring up Herstich. That'll bring up Adeline Herstich, the third baseman, with 2 outs and a runner at first. Called strike, nice pitch, off-speed pitch by Jenna Malk. So Malk needs to really bring it now. She's got to get this third out. Hoban with a runner at first. That pitch high for ball 1 to even the count at 1-1. The Tornadoes 24-3 against the Hoban Knights at 19-8 in a big one here at Alliance High. That's a called strike. So 1-2 the count now. A strike here would really help and solve a lot of problems here in the bottom of the 6th. Herstich looks. Malk will bring the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Guess what? Jenna Malk got the strikeout. Wow. So Dover retires the Hoban Knights. Guess what? We got 6 of them in the books. Let's take a break. We'll be back with the top of the 7th after you watch this.
Hey, you guys want to practice for the golf scramble?
Right now? How?
I got an idea.
Now we know what you're doing when we can't find you.
Wayne?
Looks like we have a problem.
Do you really know what's been happening on your roof? We can help. Don't risk costly damages and disruptions to your business operations. Schedule your complimentary roof assessment today.
Back to the top of the 7th inning on the Big Time Sports Softball Network. When you hear the name Big Time, you know it's got to be a big game because Big Time Sports was built on a big game. So Madeline Faulkner, the left fielder for the Tornadoes, will step in and lead things off in the top of the 7th against a very good job tonight, Olivia Vanas. Vanas has scattered 5 hits. Unfortunately, one of them was not scattered enough. The solo homer by Olivia McHugh. McHugh hit hers out in the 4th inning to make it a 1-zipper, and that's where we've been since then. So the strike call makes it a 1-1 count now on Madeline Faulkner. Swing and a miss by Faulkner, an off-speed pitch. Havanas has got a nice off-speed pitch. The count now 1-2 to the Dover leadoff hitter. Swing and a miss by Faulkner, out number 1. Here in the top of the 7th inning. Here it is again. Faulkner will take a good swipe at him, but can't get it. Here we go. Jenna Malk at the plate. The Dover starting shortstop, now the Dover pitcher. Steps in, and that went a high and a ball to Jenna Malk. Malk, the leadoff hitter for the Tornadoes, looking for her first hit. Havanas looks. Havanas will bring it to Malk. That one is high and away from ball 2. The Dover leadoff hitter will step back in now and take a look at a Havanas pitch with a count 2-0. Swing and a miss. 2-1 now the count on Jenna Malk. Malk looking for her first hit of the ball game. 2-1 the count. That one is out of play to even the count at 2. 2-2 the count on the Dover pitcher. Well, are you... Wow. Unbelievable that they have to stop the game for something as minute as that. Malk steps back in at 2-2. See ya later! Bye-bye! See you later, alligator! What'd I tell you? Did I tell you? What did I tell you? I told you that Malk was going to send one out on this at-bat, and she did. It is the Simpson Heating and Cooling Big Blast, baby. Watch it again. Compliments of Simpson Heating and Cooling, our Big Blast. And there it goes, baby. Kiss it goodbye. See you later, alligator, baby. Sweet Banana Jenna. Wow. All right, so that's going to make it 2-0 on 2 solo homers by the Tornadoes. Jenna Malk over the center field fence here in the top of the 7th. That pitch just misses for a ball. But I called that one, of course. I told everybody here in the booth that Malk was going to send a rocket, and she did. So a 2-0 contest now on 2 solo blasts by the Tornadoes. Foul ball back to the screen by Olivia McHugh. McHugh will step back in with a count even at 1. Swing and a miss by McHugh now. Behind in the count at 1-2. Sweet Banana. Jenna Malk on the home run. Allie Hupp on deck. Here's the pitch. 2-2 the count now. On Olivia McHugh and Smooch. She banged one out in the 4th inning, didn't she? Yes, he did. A home run by McHugh in inning number 4 for Dover's first run. A high popper. And where's this one gone? To the right fielder. Second baseman's got it. Good put out by the second baseman. That's Rankin at second base. Here it is again. It's up, up, up. Going to the right side of the infield. Rankin will camp under it and will put it away now for out number 2. Allie Hupp steps in. Another pop-up. So Peters came over here looking for some room to snag that one, but it went beyond the screen. So it's 0-1 count now on Allie Hupp. That one a little slippy out of the hands of Havanas. Havanas has given up 6-6, but unfortunately 2 of them were out of here for the 2 runs. There's a hit. How about that hit by Allie Hupp? That'll go into right center field for a nice clean single by Allie Hupp. Uh-oh. Here's a look at it again. Allie Hupp will drill one to right center field with 2 outs and 1 on, and up steps Avery Contini. Don't give her anything good to hit, because she can park them too. Because we have seen her do it. And Grandma Carla Smith, here comes your granddaughter. How about that one? Wow, here's the steal by Allie Hupp. Watch this one with 2 outs. That one is low. The catcher gets up quickly. Makes a pretty nice throw, but Allie Hupp way out in front of the throw. So runner at second base in scoring position with Avery Contini stepping in. Swing and a foul back by Contini to make it 1-1 now. Dover with 7 hits on the game. Hoban with only 2 hits. So we're looking for some other balls, because these balls are taking a beating tonight because it's so wet out here. So McHugh with a solo in the 4th inning. Jenna Malk with a solo in the top of inning number 7 to make it a 2-zip contest here in favor of Dover. That pitch is low. Don't forget, after the ball game concludes, we'll bring you the wrap-up show brought to you by Altman Hospital. Then, of course, our player of the game brought to you by Clark's XL Screen Printing. And could be a tough one. Uh-oh, a little dribbler. That's a fair ball. That's a fair ball. Wow, and how about that one? Yeah, how about that one? All right, check this out. Avery Contini hits a little blooper down the first baseline. The first baseman tried to get to it, can't find a handle, can't get to it. And Contini will be safe at first base now with runners at first and third and 2 outs. And Charlie Reese now can make a noise with a hit. Runners at first and third. Charlie Reese can smack him. Here's a pitch. Swing and a miss. Good cut by Contini to make it 0-1 now on the Tornado center fielder. Oh, and 1 to count. Runners on the corners. A high pop up out of play to make it 0-2 now on Charlie Reese. So Reese will come back to the plate now with runners at first and third. And right about now, I'd be sending Contini down to second base with a runner on the corner at third. There's one that should be an out, and it is to center field, so the Tornadoes are retired here in the top of the 7th inning. So I'll tell you what, we'll go to the bottom of the 7th inning with the score 2-0 in favor of the Dover Tornadoes. So let's take a look now at one of our sponsors. It's the Dover Dental Group Fan Cam. There you get a little bit of a glimpse of some of the Dover fans that are here tonight. You know, some of them got hoods on, some of them, check that out. We got some rain gear out there, way out there in right field on the Dover Dental Group Fan Cam. So Jenna Malk, who came in last inning in favor of Kara Lint, has been charged with the task of shutting them down here in the bottom of inning number 7 in Smoochie. We got Ellie Wagand coming to the plate to lead things off, huh? Wagand still looking for hit number 1. Hoban only 2 hits in the contest. So let's see now what happens here in the bottom of the 7th. This one, of course, for the right to go to the regional final in Pickerington Friday at 5 o'clock. Either Bloom Carroll or Bishop Hartley awaits the winner of this one. And you can bet your sweet banana that Big Time Sports will be there along with the Dover Tornadoes. So here we go. Yeah, the Tornadoes put Sarah Clark now. Sarah Clark, who has been hurt. Gets through. That's a hit. Wow, almost got her at first base, but that was a hit through the right side of the infield. So Sarah Clark, speaking of the second baseman, in there now, but it gets between the first and second baseman for a hit. That's hit number 3 for Hoban. Swing and a miss by Gracelyn Schultz, the first baseman. So a 2-0 contest here. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Nobody out and a Knight on first base. Swing and a miss. Well, there's a called third strike for out number 1 here. Here's that last pitch so you can see it at home. Sophia Nielsen, the right fielder, steps in. Swing and a miss by Nielsen on a Jenna Malk fastball. Strike 1. Jenna Malk came in the top of the 6th inning for Dover. Oh, nice pitch. Ring that one up. Yes, she does. So 0-2 the count now on the night hitter. Malk. Foul back to the screen, so the hitter will step back in now against Jenna Malk. So Dover just 2 outs away from making the trip Friday afternoon to Pickerington. The Tornadoes 24-3. All right, that's strikeout again for Jenna Malk. So that's out number 2. One more out for the Tornadoes, and there's that last pitch now. Watch it, compliments of our center field camera. Swing and a miss, can't get it. Nevaeh Peters, the catcher, will step in. A 2 outs runner at first base. Dover could shut the door here on this hitter. So Jenna Malk looking to slam the door for a Dover victory and a chance to go to the regional final. And the Big Time Sports guys will be there with live coverage for you Friday at Pickdown. Here's the pitch. That one misses. That's a ball. That'll make it 1-1 now. Don't forget, the Altman Hospital Wrap-Up Show follows our game. And then, of course, the Clark's XL screen printing player of the game. That's a foul ball off of Maddie Banham. 1-2. Well, I'll tell you what, it has rained all day, and I mean all day, all day, all day. Uh-oh, let's go home. Wow. 2-2. Misses with a ball. 2-2's the count. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Jenna Malk needs 1 strikeout to close the door. Then we got to decide who our player of the game is, huh? Swing and a miss. That's it, baby. That's it. The Tornadoes with a big, really big. Wow, check this out on the Domino's Pizza Big Play Replay, the very last pitch of the ball game. Here comes Jenna Malk. The pitch by Malk, and she's got her. That's strike 3, and it is over here at Alliance High School. Dover Tornadoes 2, Hoban Knights 0. We'll be back to wrap this one up after you watch this.
Altman is here for you, in your community, because you matter. We're proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. We are one team, joined together and committed to one mission, to lead our community to improved health. And we've always been here, dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community and for your family, Altman is always here for you.
Welcome back to the Altman Hospital Wrap-Up Show, and wow, what a game it was. It was really cold, it was real ugly, it was real wet here at Alliance High School. The final box score, Dover with 2 runs on 8 hits and no errors. The Hoban Knights did not play a run. They had only 3 hits and committed 2 errors. And what a game it was. Let me explain something to you. Kara Lent, the starting Dover pitcher, pitched 5 innings in this ball game and struck out 15 hitters in only 5 innings. Jenna Malk got the ball to finish the game in the 6th and the 7th inning. In total, between Kara Lent and Jenna Malk, 19 strikeouts for Malk and Lent. So great job in the circle tonight. Solo home runs by Olivia McHugh in the 4th inning, and Jenna Malk in the 7th inning accounted for all of the Dover runs. Our final box score, Dover 2 runs on 8 hits and no errors for the Hoban Knights, who bow out at 19-9. No runs on only 3 hits and committed 2 errors. So last but certainly not least, I want to thank the good guys at Altman for sponsoring our wrap-up show. And let's now flip the screen to our Clarus XL screen printing player of the game. Here's Jenna. Who's this? Wow, there it goes. This is Olivia McHugh, baby. McHugh is going to hit it over both fences. Deep, deep, deep. Sweet banana Olivia McHugh on the solo blast. Now, let's take the time and let's roll the tape back to Jenna Malk in the top of the 7th inning, and here we go. If you're a Dover fan, you got to love this one. Here we go. This is Jenna Malk in the top of the 7th inning. Here's the pitch. No doubt about this one either. Back, back, back. Sweet banana Jenna Malk on another solo blast. So there you have it. It's big time softball on a big time sports. We will see you live. I repeat, live, spread the word, live Friday afternoon for Dover in the regional championship game. And we're going to leave you like this. Keep your socks high, your powder dry, and Smoochie. Smoochie says bye-bye, everybody.
Not like your average high school. You start with something that you love.
Just getting hands-on is way different from sitting in a classroom.
Every day's different. You come across a problem, you have to tackle that problem, you have to figure out how to tackle the problem. Skills I've acquired through just my lab in itself have been mind-blowing. Definitely here at Buckeye, they prepare you for any situation that you could go into after high school.